Hello, this is a You Be the Teacher project for 8.4 for Satchel. I am going to be showing you how to create a smoke plume, such as this one, in Blender 3D. This is Blender. It's a free open source 3D modeling program, which means it can be downloaded for free. It does not cost anything, and it is very powerful. You can download it at blender.org. So I'm going to start by scaling this cube up 4 times by pressing S4. Then we're going to go to the Physics tab, hit Smoke, and Domain. This is where the smoke will be shown in, and these act as walls that the smoke cannot pass, so you don't have a overly large plume. These settings we will be messing with later. Next we want to add our smoke emitter. This is what the smoke will be coming out of. So press Add, Mesh, and UV Sphere. Hit 3 to enter side view, Tab, and then Z, and then A. This deselects everything and brings you into wireframe mode, so you can select things that are behind other faces of the same object. So if you hit B, brings you into a box select tool, and select all of the vertices here. Hit X to delete, and hit vertices. This should leave you with a oval-shaped sphere, or semi-sphere. Hit Tab and Z to get back into object mode, and bring that down to around floor level, so the smoke has room to move. Going to go now and add a new particle system. So in the particle tab here, hit New, and set the particles here to 10,000. This is so the smoke isn't all scattered, it looks like a single plume. The normal you can put up to about 7. That's how fast the particles are emitted. If you want to preview where your particles are moving, hit Alt-A, and that'll give you a look at the doing. So next you want to find where you want the plume to start and where do you want it to end. The end isn't as important, as the smoke will continue after the particles have disappeared. So I'm going to have the end at 3 and the lifetime to 3. That's so the smoke doesn't move completely with the particles, but acts as smoke as time goes on. Next, in Render, you want to hit Render None, and click Emitter Off. This is so it doesn't render when we go to see the final movie. It doesn't render this semi-sphere or any of the particles shown. If we preview that now. Okay. You go to Physics, same tab as before, hit Smoke, and Flow. It will, by default, use the particle system you already created, so it should have similar properties. Now, what you want to do is change the density up. You can't do that here. Temperature difference should go up. This means it rises faster, more smoke-like. Okay, that's good. Let's go back to the cube we had, and we can change a few of these settings. The vorticity is how is the randomness within the smoke. So the higher that is, the more random and jittered the smoke appears. Temperature, the higher the temperature, the faster it rises. And density, the higher the density. That looks like a fairly good plume. We want to up the divisions resolution, makes it look a lot crisper. So I think for this kind of thing we're doing, 64 usually works well. Also, hit actually now once you're make sure you have your domain selected and go into the material settings. It should already have a default material here. If it doesn't, just hit new right here. Go into volume and bring the density down to 0. Density scale should be around 3 or 4. Not use 3. And scattering, same, should be 3 or 4. Use 4 in this case. That is so it does not render this box, and the box allows us to see the smoke. Now you have to go into the texture tab. It should already have one created again. If there is none, hit the add button, add new texture, and go from type to none to voxel data, and have the domain object as the cube. Also, uncheck emission and check density. That allows the density of the smoke to be seen and not the pink color you see here. And I believe if we play this. Okay, that looks good. What's that? Now back in. That is not pausing. Wait a second. There we go. Back in the physics tab, check smoke high resolution and smoke cache. You won't be able to select anything here because first you must save the file, which is always a good thing to do. Save as, and just put it wherever you need. I'll just save it in. Alright. Smoke tutorials. And save that. And now you realize this is all now fully editable. So, this is for baking your smoke, which so it renders the volumetrics and it allows you to now like edit color afterwards if you want to. We're not going to. We're going to use just black smoke, but have it maybe put 30 frames. So it's a reasonable amount of smoke, and have that, and have the end of the composition at 30 frames. And just hit bake all dynamics. And there we go. If you play through it, you can see it's now looking like actual smoke. So we set up our camera. And render it. It now has a definitive smoke form. The next step is rendering it so you can place it in videos or other media. I don't know what else you do, but go into the render tab here, and down here where it says output, hit RGBA. That stands for red, green, blue, alpha. Alpha channels in computer language are transparencies. They're what computer recognizes as something that isn't there, so you can place images or movies behind the image or movie, and it will. And where there are transparencies in the on the top image, there will be the bottom image will show through. Sorry, I can't speak. Set the movie format to QuickTime. That's a fairly easy file to handle here. Quality you can put up. And change this from JPEG to PNG, which can record alpha channels as well. And then choose where you want to save from. Save to. You don't need any audio. It's not like that. You can always set up your lighting as well. Make it there. That looks good. Oh, and by the way, if you do want to just render the image, not the movie, you can press F3 or F3 on a Mac, and that'll give you the option to save the image. Anyway, so just render animation, and that will go through the cycles here. And render. And that is